Alright guys. Hey guys, what is up? ZacAttackLeader here, and I got a couple questions about ground tampers on Reddit and from a fellow streamer. So I'm going to be recording, or technically live streaming. I'll just turn this highlight into a video. Um, how to actually clip the ground tampers. So um, wow. Bears OP. Okay, so I'm going to be showing you how to clip the ground tampers. Now, I will leave this up to you guys whether you're to judge if it's an exploit or not. There's a few reasons why I cannot confidently say it's an exploit, although I cannot say it's not. Reasons why it is an exploit: you are clipping tampers. So that's not intended by the developers, at least as far as I know. So that is the problem with it itself. Reasons why it's not an exploit: if you clip the tampers, if you do it and you just leave the walls open, you actually hurt yourself more than you're actually gaining an advantage. So it's an exploit that doesn't exactly help you. So I guess I'm still saying it's an exploit. So maybe it is an exploit, you know, but it's something that really does not gain. You don't gain an advantage from it all. It actually hurts you. And later on, I will show you my base, how I did it, and you will honestly be able to determine it with yourselves. So honestly, the first thing that I like to do is, kill wildlife because they piss me the fuck off. Okay. I like to just sit here and stare at any landmark I can that's perfectly straight as much as I can. And then we'll just get a tamper out. And then we'll just... It's probably not even straight no more. But we'll do that. Okay? So now, what you want to do with this ground tamper, actually let me pull out my demo hammer, is one thing. Around my base, I have nothing but walls. And, it really depends how you want to go at it. That's how I do it. Now, I want to show you, I want you guys to pay attention to some details. Actually, fucking... Yeah, no, I'll do that after. So back to where we were. Okay, now I want to show you guys something with these gates. You notice there's little details in this gates. You see how the bottom, how it's just like nothing but wood? That's something that's going to be a little bit important. But you also want to notice this piece of metal right here. You see how, if I can get my cursor over it, you see this piece of metal? How it just like all curves down and stuff? You want to, if you can actually calculate it, this is 1 piece, 2 piece, 3 piece. So there's like 3 levels of it here. You don't confuse it with this one. This one's kind of like, I guess it's backwards. But this is the one that, actually, hold on. Does it even show up on this side? No, it's just, okay. So, it's just this particular piece of metal that you want to focus on.
Hello.
So I was telling you guys to look at the finer details of this piece of metal right here. This is very important. I need you guys to remember this because this is going to come up right now. If I can get straight in the middle, it's kind of hard to guesstimate without another door here, but we're going to wing it.
Chad, do you know if Dadbot was on at all?
I saw him log in, but he wasn't on the radio.
Okay.
Okay, so here's how it's gonna go. You want to get look at it. You want to look right there between them. This is why I choose gates. Is because you can actually just see how to perfectly align these. You can do it with walls, but this gap, I love it. It's better for me. So you want to dig, and then if you want, you can get closer. I don't know how far I am actually, but you want to have you want to get it at least to the second point, right under the second piece of metal in the thing. So you see how it was like right here, and then actually first try, it's actually not half bad. Personally, this is not how I want it. I would like it a little more straighter, so I'm gonna undo this tamper, because this will probably be how to determine for you guys. Okay, that'll be for later. You kind of want a couple gates to just try it out, but let me see if I can get this. And then you want to get it right. See, it's a little too much right there. We can try right here. Now see, it's lower, but it's actually, I can't tell if it's clipping. Hold on. Okay, so look, if you actually like, you see how this is really, really close? So actually, I'm gonna leave it like this. This is pretty much perfect. And look, this right here, you cannot get through. You will not be able to get through. It'll be a big enough gap to probably shoot through, but I don't think you will be able to actually shoot through. So I'm going to leave it like that, but you guys kind of get the idea of how to do this. This lake bed, I think I did it too close to the shore. It's not the best. It's not really that leveled. I probably should have built out more there. But I mean, you guys are getting the idea of how to actually kind of put these together. And then if you guys ever do mess up, like, hold on. Because I know if sometimes I mess up on the sides. So this one is riding just along it, and hold on. Yeah, you can see that it's kind of riding along it, and this is actually slanted. So I could pick it up. I think I could still pick it up. No, I can't. So that's pretty much bad. So I kind of messed it up on that part. But you guys are getting the idea, because this is how I've done it, and this is how I've got it pretty close. Now, if you guys accidentally, like over here, it's fine. Over here, you can tell I clipped it too much this way. So if you guys have that issue, usually you guys will have a bigger gap on the other side. And this one you don't. It's a gap, but it's not one you can walk through. So you can actually, if you wanted to, you can put this here, and you can actually open the gate up, and it should actually close any gap that you see. But just for the sake of this tutorial, I will show you guys, you know, I will just leave it like that. And then what is the other trick I want to show you guys? Well, I'll just place this here. So yeah, you see this? If you guys ever had that big gap and you guys don't like it, you can put one here and just open it. Like I said, it's not going to matter if you guys placed one here and just left it. It's just all about preference here. But I will close this, or remember, I will, you know, I will leave it up to you guys to decide. I want you guys to know though, on server resets, if you guys don't like the hole and you guys go like that to leave it personally open.
What the hell? Is Zach still on?
Please remember,
Oh, there you are, Zach.
I'm here. I'm doing the tutorial. Sorry. Remember that
Are you at the church?
I'm in the water behind the church. Remember that if you on server resets,
Okay,
the
down the hill.
server will actually close this door and leave that gap open. So I will show you guys what happened in my base on a server reset last night. On how big that gap was, but this is basically how you guys get to that. So this is basically how I do my ground tampers. Again, I will leave it up to you guys whether you guys want to determine if it's a glitch or exploit or not, because they are clipping. The functionality, it really depends on you guys. Mostly people will leave the middle open and then they just put the walls up. So that will...
On the ground there is the foundation.
Thank you, Jeff. You can leave the walls here and they usually leave this part open. So that actually does kind of create a security hazard because the ground tamper is not secure. The system is not built to handle 2 ground tampers becoming 1. It's just built so that only 1 ground tamper must be secure and everything inside it. Since I made a base where I don't close off the middle, I have a 4. It goes 1, 2, 3, 4. Tampers 1, 2. Actually, all 3 of them. All 4 of them are actually unsecure. Except for the last one. The last one's a garage. But I will show you guys that later and what I mean by that. Okay, so another way for you guys, you guys need some help, is with deck foundations. I am very picky with my deck foundations and I work them the same way I do my ground tampers. So we can get as far here if we want. So you want to place the ground tamper just like I do with the tamper.
Whatever you do, Zach, don't go down the road from the church. There's a screamer sitting on the walkway up to the church.
Yeah, I heard it earlier. Thanks, man. So okay, you want to line it up just like you were a ground tamper, but I want you guys to notice something. I know deck foundations are 3x3, but on the underside, you see how there's 4 prongs going away from you, and there's 4 sets of them. Those are what you use to determine how to perfect your deck foundation. So what I like to do is I like to line it up in the middle, and then I bring it as close as I can. So then, if you look to your left, the second prong is close to your edge of your screen. Right there. And then... No, wait. I had it right now. Right there. It's all trial and error, really. Okay, so this is perfect. Now what you want to do is you want... Oop. I placed that too early. I'm so sorry. Actually, hold on. Let me show you something real quick. So the 2 prongs, it's actually overlapping a little bit, so we can move it closer. And I was actually off the tamper, so... Well, actually, no. I was actually on the tamper. That's the weird thing. Okay, so line it up. Get it to right here. Or maybe it was the other second prong. Yeah, there it is. That's the second prong I want. Okay. It's the second prong, the third prong. Sorry, the third prong from you. Okay. You just want to nudge to the right. Get it in line with the wood. Right here. Let's see how this does. Yeah, that is really close to it. And then, how does this look? Oh, that is perfect, guys. We did it. See? I knew. Okay, so I messed up. It wasn't this prong you want to look at. It is this prong. So it was the second prong, but it was the second from the back. In other words, the third prong from you. but you want to look at it from the left side. If you are doing the left side, honestly, I prefer it on the left side, and you will see it's like that at my base. That way, what's it called? You can put the foundation stairs here and work your way in. You could also put a deck foundation expansion here. Now, be careful because, you know, I did this the wrong way just for the sake of the tutorial. But if you wanted to put a deck foundation here, it would overlap these walls here, and personally, I do not like that. If I was doing this the correct way, you'd want to put it right here in this corner, and then your deck foundation would expand over here. And because if you choose not to put walls right here to, you know, just for the sake of having openness, then yeah, it doesn't matter if you have the deck foundation lapping over into this one. So I'm just going to leave these here and let them degrade because I really don't care. I can redo this tutorial if I need to, but you guys get the gist of it. Now I'm going to show you my actual base and how I did it. So this is one tamper, and if you look, where is it at? Let me see. It's actually right here. I think it's better if you actually come inside and see. Yeah, you can see it right here. You can't see it from the outside, but you can see it right here, right where they overlap, and that's how close I got it. Now, this was the huge gap I was mentioning to you guys about. Oh wait, hold on, wrong one. This is how it looked from the outside. So I did mess up on one side if you're not careful about it. So people could have actually walked through, and with the server restart, it did open this huge gap. So I had to close this gate back open, and it does look like a normal wall, believe it or not. The trick with the deck foundation, I did it with mine, and I didn't get that close because I can still walk through, but I got it just enough to where it looked really nice. The left side is where I have my deck stairs, just to walk up, and then as you can see how close I got to the back. That was all trial and error of me picking it out, but you guys get the idea of how it looked. And right here is where the deck foundation ends, and this is the deck expansion. Now, had I put walls up, it would have clipped through right about here, which I really do not like. So I left it open. Now, remember how I was talking to you guys about base security? Because this is not closed off, whatever is sitting on this tampered ground is it's not secure. You will likely, if you ever get raided inside, then you will just have to take that risk. It's all up to you guys. I cannot tell you what to and what not to do, what's safe or not. I am telling you I am actually telling you what is not safe. And leaving this open on a PvE server is not safe because, you know, they can access your B boxes if you guys actually have storage chests like me out here in the open. They can get to it because there's no base permissions. Even though it is on a ground tamper, it does not matter. They can still get into it. So, sorry, just had to eat a little. So that's that. And you can see it across over here. Over here, it's actually, you can see it worse because it's really overlapping. Oh, and then let me show you guys this. So I was doing this just to put torches up. Let me actually let me demo all this. This is a large shelter. And I found out something. If you put torches up, they don't have, well, actually, I don't know because the recursive is turned off on the live servers. But on the test servers, it might actually disappear. But all I know is that on live servers, when I do this, my torches stay floating in the air. And because you can't put torches on top of gates, weird, but you can put them on walls. So let me finish destroying these. Don't worry about it. I'll make these all again later. I usually do. I have so much building material back in my base. Go, and then one more. Okay, now, as for, it looks like Harry Potter. Okay, enough being a geek. Okay, so this is what it actually looks like without everything placed in here. A lot of people do like my base just because I have trees going in and they think it looks like a garden. But that's not the coolest feature, or personally for me. If you look outside, this is still a ground tamper. And I actually have it. Oop. That's a really big lag spike. I'm sorry guys, that is a really big lag spike. Okay, so as you guys can see here, I actually have, all these torches are killing the FPS. I actually have two walls right here, and an upper and lower wall right here. And then on either side, I actually have doors. Or gates. So that's how they work. This is my coolest part, my garage. I have nothing in here. I'm planning on making some in here. But this right here is why I like it, because it's secure. Now there is a problem with the truck because it is too high. You cannot get out in this truck if something's above. You can do it with the Jeep, even though it's actually, if you look at it, it's actually a little bit smaller. But you can actually get out from the Jeep and not from the truck. I don't know what's up with that bug. It's a weird glitch. Like I said, the Jeep actually does look a little bit smaller. If I just stand here and look at them, the Jeep does look a little bit smaller. That might have something to do with it. And the cop car you can get out too, but the truck you cannot. So what ends up happening is that I just, I put my pedal to the metal, and then I just, I drive in and I get out right here, and it just keeps going until it hits that wall. But that's about it. So this is my base. If you guys, I'll let you guys decide whether this is an exploit or not, because it's not intended. It's not intended at all. That's all I know. It's not intended to be in the game and be done like this. But the thing about it is that it actually makes you at a disadvantage. So I will leave that up to you guys. This is the inside of my base. Still nothing in here. I don't know what I will put in here. But yeah, thank you guys all for tuning in. This is the video. I am sorry it is really laggy and poor quality, but this is what I get for playing a game on a laptop. So I hope you guys enjoyed this little tutorial I gave you, and you guys got to see the effects of what it can be. Oh, I should show you what the base looks like if you guys mess up. So if you look down, hold on. If you look down, you see at the gates right here. If you look down, you can see how the base started to curve. If you guys stand right here, you can see how the base kind of started to curve that way. So that's what happens if you mess up too much. I'm not perfect, but I'm honestly, I did a damn good job of getting close. So this is what it looks like if you guys do it right. I'm honestly probably gonna have to kill some of these torches because, you know, all this lag. You know, I'm also streaming, so that kind of makes a difference about it. But it takes away like 10 FPS for me. But yeah, this is it, guys. This is the tutorial. Who wanted this video? I think it was QueenMolboro who wanted it, because she had questions about ground tampers. So shout out to you. I'm doing this for you so you can get some insight on what it looks like. I will be posting this on Reddit, and I will, after I upload it to my YouTube, I will have to highlight this first, and then that's it. Thank you all for tuning in. See you around in the next video.